It's early in the morning. I haven't even washed my face yet, but I have to say something. Whenever I watch these, I've just watched a video of the Elon Musk robots, Tesla robots interacting with people, and whenever I see such, whenever I see how human beings are so dedicated towards robots and AI, and it feels like we as human beings, as a species, we are just a step towards another species evolutionary cycle, and we don't even know it. You know how, like in movies, a mummy or some ghost or some witch will, the spirit will enter someone and then use that someone to go and like find the tomb or find the grave or bring the chimami, the chi thing, the chi ghost to life. You know, the guy doesn't know why, he's just being driven, and before you know it, he's bringing this thing to life, and you know, the thing eventually will kill the guy and take the guy's skin, but it's like, you know, they just used him. That's what it feels like we are so focused on bringing silicon life to life that it feels like we are just being used. Like, why is our entire existence, why are we dedicating all our resources, why are we dedicating every single thing? The top 10 richest people are just tech people, and what are they all doing? Just focused on bringing some sort of AI silicon life form to life. So it feels like that's what we're supposed to do, and the silicon life already knows it, and it's just using us, and we don't know why. We're just being driven. Let's create robots. Why? I don't know. We could be literally focusing on anything else. There are a billion iterations, a billion ways civilizations could go, a billion trillion ways of doing life, of doing intelligence, of doing of doing literally anything. We could be focusing on maybe harnessing the sun's energy. We could be focusing on literally anything. We don't know. When you look at intelligence and evolution and how something emerges, it could be anything. We could be focusing on literally any other thing, but here we are, all of us throwing tons and tons. Elon Musk is the richest guy on the planet right now. 300 something, 40 something trillion. It's insane figures, and all he's doing is dedicating his money towards bringing silicon, smart cars, smart robots, smart things that could be a different form and life form of its own. You see, outside us, it could be another species outside us, and it will be us who brought that thing to life. So it takes us out, which is what happens, because whenever evolution happens, the species that's smarter usually takes out. There's that thing that we are Homo sapien. I think we killed one of those Homo erectus, or one of those. When we evolved, we wiped them out. We did that, you know, because like, hey, I'm smart. I've been reminded why I need a new phone. So it feels like our entire existence and purpose was just to bring some other creature, some other species, some other life form to life. Like, we're just a step towards some other species evolutionary cycle. You know, that's, you see, like how the Homo whatever that was below us, they were a step towards our evolution cycle. We're a step towards some other Homo future whatever species evolution cycle. But it also feels like now the entire carbon life form, the entire animal species, because if you add in the aspect of time to it, makes sense, but makes it seem, because to us it's long. We're like, oh, we've been around for 200,000 years. Oh, that's a long time. But to a species that's like silicon, that could be like 20 years. You know, it's nothing. You know, like how we take 9 months, we can kill 9 months to bring a baby to life. To us it doesn't feel like a lot, but let's say a fly, 9 months is generations and generations, and you know, to another smaller creature that lives for days, 9 months is 200,000 years. So this could be our entire existence, our entire life form could just be what 9 months is to bring a baby to life. It could be that our entire existence was just to bring silicon life to life, because we are so focused on it and we don't even know why. I mean, that's the part that plays me. We could have been doing anything else. We could have been focusing on anything else. Literally, we could be driving our entire purpose existence on literally anything else. We don't know. Intelligence can happen in so many billion, trillion, gazillion ways. We don't know. This is not the only way intelligence is done. Maybe when we finally get to Andromeda and all these other galaxies, we'll see how else people did intelligence, not people. How else, intelligence could be done. But it could be done literally. We could be focusing all our money, if money is even a thing in those other intelligent worlds, on, I don't know, literally anything. And the more time you focus on something, the more it will. There's always depth to something. Instead of focusing on tech, we could have been focusing on, I don't know, magic. Who knows? We could have found something there. We could have been focusing on air. Well, it could be anything else. And the more we focus and draw attention and throw resources at it, the more we'll discover and the more we'll, find something towards it. So the mere fact that we are so focused on silicon and bringing silicon life to life tells me that that's not tells me, but feels creepy and iffy, that it's not even in our control. Like we're just being used and we don't know it. Like that guy who the ghost or mummy or witch uses, and the guy doesn't know. He's just possessed and he's walking around and doing all these things and solving all these puzzles and finds the tomb and makes this thing rise, and then the ghost leaves him finally and he's like, what the fuck am I doing here? And the mummy takes his skin and all that. So feels the same. Like I feel we're just like, oh, I don't know, why are we developing robots? I don't know. We think they'll help us do work better or give us back time or whatever. But again, that problem could be solved using a billion other ways. We're just so focused on one. That's not the only way to solve that problem. That we think, the problem we think silicon life will solve for us and intelligent life will solve for us, robots and all these things will solve for us, could be solved a billion other ways. You see, but we think robots is the only way to solve that. So we are dedicating everything we have towards making these things come to life. And to me it feels like that's not us doing that. That's like maybe they already existed and they got wiped out, but there's like some ghost thing that they sent that possessed a fish to walk out of the water and blow about 300,000 years to just bring them bring them back to life, but to them 300,000 years may be nothing. It may be like what 9 months is to us, so they can afford to wait 300,000 years to bring themselves back to life. To us it's an eternity. It's long. Can't even imagine. We can't even fathom those years as human beings. Our brains are not built for that, you see. So we can't. We've been around for 200,000 years. Give it another 100,000 years and carbon life form is like intelligent. It's taken over. It has wiped us out, blah blah blah. To them it costs them 300,000 years, which may be nothing to them. Nothing. Maybe like what 9 months is to us. Nothing. We can afford. Everyone does it. It's nothing. To a fly though, 9 months is 300,000 years. So that's what sometimes it feels like to me when I see entire human species, all the wealthy people, all just towards this one particular strange goal of bringing robots and smart things, AI, smart cars, these silicon life forms to life. Like it's all we are doing. It's all we are dedicating life to it. So, and it's like, why are we doing that? Why did you get that idea? Well, I don't know. We should bring robots to life. Why? I don't know. They will help me do work. Really? Is that the main reason you want to bring robots to life? Is that a very valid, solid reason to throw $300 trillion at it? Really? Is that to make your work easier? You could spend all that money to make dogs smarter so that they do our work. You could spend all that to make monkeys smarter so that they do that work for us instead of robots. You could spend that, I don't know, making the air move different so that the air can do that. You could spend that on literally anything else. And the more money, the more time you spend on something, the more likely you are to figure it out. We have just narrowed it, and throughout everything else, we're like, no, we want to focus on robots, we want to focus on AI. That's what we want. why is that your decision really? Is that our decision really? Doesn't feel like it. It is, we think it is. Just like how that possessed guy, when his girlfriend comes like, no, you seem to be not okay. Are you okay? You don't seem yourself. And he's like, no, I'm fine. I have the best I've ever felt in my life. I should find this tomb. And at the end of the day, it wasn't his decision. We all know, as the guys watching, we know we are possessed. We know he's possessed. We know he's possessed, and it's not his decision. But to him, it feels like, it's my decision. I'm not possessed, and this is something I should dedicate my entire life. It makes sense to him to dedicate everything and throw his entire life away to do that. But to the outside people watching, it's like, no, don't do that. That's what us dedicating everything, us as a species collectively dedicating everything towards bringing Silicon life to life feels like. Doubt it's our decision. Anyway.